In this problem, we want to convert radians to degrees or degrees to radians and round answer to the nearest hundredth. Now this is 2.1, and I know it's radians because there's no degree mark. So I'm going to put just an RAD there just to really reinforce this. Now we're going to use dimensional analysis. We throw it over 1. And if radians is up here, then radians has to be down here. And let me just put RAD just to emphasize it. And so we got pi radians, and then I'll put 180 degrees up here. To convert from radians to degrees, you always multiply by 180 degrees divided by pi. Of course, the radians should have been there in the first place, but those obviously cancel. So up on top, we're going to have 2.1 times 180, and then down the bottom, 1 times pi is pi, and my degree mark. Whenever you have more than a single number or single pi or single anything on top and bottom of your fraction, you have to put parentheses around that part. Now sometimes it's optional, sometimes you have to have it, so just good practice, I'll always do it. So we got 2.1 times 180, and I got parentheses around it, divided by pi. So I'll do second caret, and then press enter. Now it said round to the hundredth. Hundredth is 2 decimal places, so this will be 120.32. So 120.32. And how you'll enter the answer in is just simply 120.32. It's not very easy to put the degree mark in this particular LMS, so this is how I'll have you enter the answer. And it's assumed it's degrees. Now, let's take a look at something else. See if I can remember how to do this. Okay, got 2.1 radians. First off, if I press mode, you see there's radian and degree measure here. If I do a down arrow to the line where we have radian degree, and I right arrow and do an enter on degree, that'll select degree. So now if I do a second mode to exit out, and we said we're going to deal with 2.1. So if I do 2.1, and if I go into my angle menu, I do second apps, you're going to see a radians here. So if I choose that, then that tells us we got 2.1 radians, and if I press enter at that point, notice we get 120.32. So that's how you can use technology to convert it. Now if I had and I'm not sure the answer to this question, but let's go ahead and put this back into radian mode. So I down arrow to it and pressed enter on it. Now to second mode to exit out. How you bring up the previous entry is you do second enter. Now if I do 2.1, I'm guessing it'll give me 2.1, but let's see. Yeah, it does. So in order to do this on the calculator, you have to switch the mode to what you want to convert to. So if I'm converting to degrees, I want to go in the mode, and I want to make sure that degrees is selected. If I'm converting to radians, I want to make sure radians is selected. Now this will not give you the exact value. It'll give you an approximation, which is okay with some of the problems. This particular one wasn't asking for an exact value. It was asking for a decimal approximation. But anyway, 120.32 is our answer.